Hello everybody and welcome back to the old stream farm. So we need to finish off the silaging. We've done most of it, there's just one field left to do. And that field isn't very big. And then I want to use the massive stationary GOWEIL baler for the straw. I know that we don't need to use it, definitely we don't need it, but I want to use it because I haven't really had the opportunity to use that DLC yet. I really want to, and this is pretty much the only series where that's going to be possible for the foreseeable future. So this is the field just here, there is the harvester just over there. So to begin with we just need to put the tractor out of the way. There's no traffic, I'll just leave it there. Okay, and yes, we'll attach the harvester to the trailer. Then we can return the harvester because it is currently leased and it is very expensive. Basically we need to get it done within an hour of rental. So far we've done all this field here and all the field over there in just half an hour. So yes, the chances are very high that we'll get it finished before incurring another hourly fee. Good job I got here before the yellow car. And now we can back up and we can sneak back into here. Yes, sneaking with a massive forager. Okay, so yeah, it should just work. Because we are literally just continuing from where we left off. So to do the manual, well, the stationary baling, I think we're going to need the loading wagon. Well, you possibly could use this forager. We probably could just use this setup. Which I suppose would be cheaper, even if we did incur that hourly fee, than renting a big forage wagon. Because if we went for a really big one, which we probably would do, it would be massive. But yeah, then again, we'd have to rent a separate header for the harvester. So yeah, no, we'll just rent a forage wagon. It would be much cheaper. So already 35% full. I think we're going to get this done in no time at all. Probably 2 tray loads, because it is bulky and it is filling up fast. Wow, I never knew you got such a good view of that field from here. You can see the forager perfectly. So once we've done this next load, which I think is almost certainly going to be the final load, I'm going to take a look into the price of dual wheels all round so that we can compact the pit nice and quickly. Because I think this tractor is the right tractor for the job, but having more wheels would be great. I know you can buy silage levelers, but I think probably having just a wider machine is going to be better because it will also then level it as well as compact it. And I've used those levelers before, and yeah, I don't think I got on too well with them. Okay, so there is the trailer back in the field. I think what I should have done looking back is I should have rented the biggest forage wagon to go behind the forager. I'm guessing that would have worked, because then we could have used the forage wagon after this to pick up the straw, but I didn't really plan that far into the future. Like 2 days into the future. Yes, I was literally just planning for these few fields to be harvested. But yeah, if we can get maybe 40% of a trailer, that would be great. I'm certainly not disappointed with this trailer. It has been fantastic. It's absolutely huge. Right, so we can actually reconfigure the tractor in the yard instead of going to the store. And I thought we had another field of wheat for my baling, but we don't. So that's really gone badly wrong. Looks like we don't need to use the GOWEIL today after all, but I really wanted to. I shouldn't have harvested that field over there yesterday, or in the previous episode. Yeah, the field which I was thinking about is actually canola. This one here. And we don't have any more. We could buy a field. Need to keep track of these fields more. The problem is I record the 2 episodes together and then it's a week between playing, so it's very easy to forget. I should make more notes. Anyway, we definitely need to do the compacting of the pit. So if we go on to here, right, it's twin wheels. They look good. £11,000, crikey. Would it be more or less than that to get the compactor or leveler? It probably would be more. Shame we can't lease them. Well, what we've got to think of, I suppose, is this pit of silage is significant and it's going to bring in so much money. But we're done with the trailer. I'm hoping it won't take long at all to do this. And I think whilst we're up here we'll also have to check up on the bakery, because that will have most likely produced quite a lot of bread by now. Okay, yeah, it's going to take a while, because we do have 366,000 litres in here. If we were to sell that, what's the best price we could ever get, roughly? $560-ish? So we're certainly looking over £100,000. Likely about 150,000 at least. So I think, yeah, £11,000 for some wheels is not too bad. That's pretty good. But as you can see, it is taking a seriously long time. This is because we didn't do it as we went. It's possible it would never be as slow as a pit that I once did on FS15. I had to stop the video because it was even too long for doing a time lapse. And yeah, I think it wasn't very much, probably like 40,000 litres in the pit. And I don't know what was up with it, but it took about half an hour, and that's not exaggerating, it took about half an hour. Maybe it was the machine that I was doing it with. Maybe the machine was a bit weird and it wasn't really detecting it as being heavy or wide or anything. I should have just tried a different machine, but yes, it was painful. That was really painful. This is working, this is progressing. So it looks like it will still take about 5 minutes though. So I'll see you in a few minutes. That is looking smooth. And yeah, it's taken probably just over 5 minutes. Nothing too significant. Because it is a big pit, it's got a lot in it. It takes a lot of time to really get all of the air out. So, is that 100%? No, I'm going to have to drive forwards. There we go, 100%. So we can put the sheet over, and the fermentation process can begin. But it does say 100. Was it actually not 100? It's like 99.9. Interesting. We'll try again. Okay. That is interesting. It does say compacting 100%, but it's not actually letting me go any further. I'll just keep driving over it then. Right, so driving over it more did not help. So in that case, what I would do is I will... Why does it say refill pallets? It's interesting. Yes, I'll just save the game, reload, and hopefully then it will work. Switching off and switching on tends to fix things. Okay, let's take a look. Now it's 99%. It's 100. Nice. Okay, so that has fixed it. The bit that's spilled out is fine. That doesn't matter. So if it does it to you, that is the way to do it. Right, so now for the bakery. Let's go and have a look. I am now really upset about not doing baling with the GOWEIL. So we need to buy a field, basically. Yeah, so we have the crate. These bread loaves are ready. And I think we'll sell them. Everything that we have here. It's probably quite a lot of money's worth. I seem to remember one bread loaf before was several £100. And we do have quite a few here. So let's take the crate, although it's not full. We do have more crates. We'll put it in here and watch the thousands of pounds come in for our homemade produce. 4,101 plus 311 for the environmental score reward. Not bad. So yeah, we want to make more. We will make more probably next time. But yeah, I think... Hello, I've just closed myself in the door. Yeah, as we don't have any crops to harvest, like wheat, barley and oats, we can actually go with grass instead. And then we can bale that. So, well, really we should put some more grass in. Field number 7 has been harvested for quite some time. It's now just a load of weeds. We should turn it to grass. But I think just for today, we should go and cut our 2 grass fields, because then hopefully I can then produce some bales next time. And yes, we'll sell the Heston baler. The GOWEIL one will only be rented though, because it's like 200 and something thousand pounds. It's more for a demonstration. I really want to use it, because the last time I used one like that was a mod, probably for FS17, maybe 19. I think it was 17. So yeah, I do feel to be missing out there. We're going to do that next time. We're going to produce some hay bales with it. So we've got this field, and then we've got the field over there, which is split in half with the river. Well, it's more like a stream. But the grass fields have been sat here for a while, waiting to be harvested, waiting to be cut. So at least we're not completely out of solutions for using that mod. It's always good to have grass. And we need the hay anyway. The sheep need hay, and well, the cows are still eating hay as well. Even when they're not, they're going to need it for total mixed ration. Well, we're absolutely flying now. It's doing a great job. I think we do have time to also do a bit of windrowing today. So we'll get the windrower. We'll certainly row up these 2 fields. This side of the river and that side. That side's always going to be tricky though, because we've got that really awkward corner near the bridge. And I guess the ideal tractor for the windrower is going to be the drop nose. so that's what I'll use. So it's nice to use these older 5400 series. I don't think there's a 6400 series available in the game, but that would be nice as well. Okay. And we are finished. Just get that tiny piece that I missed. There we go. So we'll fold it up and we'll take this back to the yard. I was wondering, the canola, we've got that canola field which is ready to harvest now. In the past, on previous versions of the game, there has been a mod which allows you to basically bale canola straw, so you can drop it with the combine. I don't know if it exists in FS22, but if it does, then we could then bale that with the GOWEIL stationary baler. I can't say I remember seeing it anywhere on any mod sites, but it might exist. If it does, and somebody knows about it, please do let me know, because I think it would be a nice addition. We didn't keep the windrow, did we? Pretty sure we didn't. No. Okay, so it's going to be the usual one, because that one just makes sense. It's affordable, it's pretty fast. This one here. Less than £1,000 to rent, just. We save £6. Also, a few days ago I put a vote on my community page basically asking if you would be interested in watching a new series of ETS2. It's been a long time since I've played ETS2. If I was to do it, I'd be doing a series on pro mods. So it'd be going to many different places which aren't in the base game. It would also be done probably similar to the survival trucking that I did. That's not like roleplay trucking, although we could kind of do that. Maybe I could do that. I just don't know how, because you can't see people in the offices when you're booking a job. You also can't walk around in first person, so that's a bit problematic. But yeah, the same sort of idea as survival trucking, where we start off with very little, except for a basic truck. And then we basically just work our way up, improving our experience and bank account balance so that we can buy bigger and better lorries. But of course, if you're not interested also, please do let me know. Please do vote. When I last looked, it was 70% of those who voted would watch, 30% wouldn't. I always hit that tree. It's so hard to see exactly where the trunk is. I just shouldn't go anywhere near it. Okay, yeah, so hopefully at some point I might start an ETS2 series. Thing is, my schedule is just so busy, I'm already really struggling, because I'm running 2 channels, also running a machinery restorer, which takes a serious amount of time. Like, I put 1 restoration video out, and it looks like nothing. But like, 1 restoration video is about 4 months of working on it nearly every single day. And if you put that into perspective, how many of these videos I could produce in 4 months, it's very different. It's like a video a day for 4 months, whereas that is 1 video in 4 months. So if the same applies for Survivor Roleplay, there is not going to be an episode every week. I am just too busy with my other channel, real life, personal things. It's just not possible. So it's unfortunate, but yeah, I just can't do it. It's going to have to be hopefully most weeks, but not necessarily every week. Okay, so that is that field done. That is the grass for the sheep. I'm just wondering, if I was to row this one up before telling it. Would that be too much grass? I think it would, you know. This field needs to be tedded. So we'll ted this one today. I've just rented the cheapest and smallest tedder there is. That's all we need. It's only 2 small fields. But I would definitely be looking into the canola straw if there is a mod for that. Because if there is, that's going to be so much baling. But it probably doesn't exist. Right, there we go. We're producing hay. So at the beginning of the next episode, when this has been allowed to dry out a bit more, we can just row this up. It was only £300 for the tedder, so not too significant. Not when you compare it to the price of a hay bale. If you buy a hay bale, it is really expensive. I think really all the hay bales that we have in storage are going to be for the cows. We've got a few left. Everything from that field over there is for the sheep. And, well, obviously these 2 fields are going to be hay for the cows as well. Well, it's been great. We've managed to do all of this as well. Managed to ted this field. Ready for windrowing next time. And next time we are certainly going to be doing the baling with the brand new GOWEIL DLC, which I'm really looking forward to. Just finish off. And this can be returned, because I don't think we need the tedder again. Really, I should get a modded tedder, because then it would be cheaper. But anyway, it was only £300. Just return it. Obviously keep hold of the windrower. But that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. And until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.